This is what's wild in New Hampshire by wildlife biologist Eric Wolf. Well, this is Sunday, January 26, 2024. I can't help myself. I had to go to Nashville today, get my hearing aids tuned up a bit, and here is Hooksett Falls. On the way home, it's snowing a bit. Temperature's 36. It was kind of a wet snow down towards Nashua, but once again, here is Hooksett Falls, just a different angle. But look at the water flowing again today. The Merrimack is such a magic place for me. I have known the Merrimack most of my life. I grew up in Londonderry, used to fish Watts Brook. Watts Brook would take us, and they were wild native trout, and probably still are in Watts Brook. And me and Rick Hamlet, my best friend for most of my life, we would fish the brook down to the Merrimack. When you literally couldn't stand on any rocks on the Merrimack then, and this would be in the mid-60s or early 60s, 62, 63. It was full of human waste, and it was raw sewer being dumped. There was no treatment in Manchester or in Concord. You know, all the sewer from the cities went directly into the Merrimack. There was no treatment. In fact, when I worked my way at construction to pay for my college, I helped build the sewer system here in Manchester and in here for Hooksett. I can see the road that pitches up here from right along the river here in Hooksett. When it pitches up the hill, there is a sewer line and a top, and I remember setting that in. So I worked on helping clean up the Merrimack River in the early 70s, late 60s and early 70s, when the Clean Water Act was passed and there was federal funding to build treatment plants. But here is the Merrimack River, Sunday, January 26, 2024. It's a ripping today, you know, and what I'm seeing is snow melt. Statewide, we've been in the 30s. The snow is going, even in the mountains in New Hampshire. We have predicted snow 4 to 6 inches along the southern tier of New Hampshire. We'll see. I just went to Nashua. It was 36 in Nashua. It wasn't that cold to have snow, and there is no snow. You know, growing up, the snow line was somewhere around Boston. My father worked at Logan for Eastern Airlines. He would drive to Logan and tell me, "Oh, there's no snow in Logan," and then the snow line, the range snow line, was like the New Hampshire-Mass border for many years. Then it moved up a bit. So in the wintertime, yeah, it would rain in Londonderry, but there would be snow north Manchester and where I'm sitting here in Hooksett. But now there is no snow on the ground at all south of Epsom. And even in Epsom, the fields are mostly bare. So we are having a nearly snowless winter for the winter of 2024 here in New Hampshire. And the skiers are making snow the best they can, but look, it's melting. And to me, making snow and all the energy it takes to make snow, it's like a dog chasing his tail. The more you need to make snow because climate is warming, climate change, the more you change it because you got to make snow and all those lights. So the ski areas are basically chasing their tail. Make more snow, throw more carbon into the air, warm it up, make more snow. It's a vicious cycle. And I'm seeing right here, Hooksett Falls, Hooksett, New Hampshire. I'm seeing the melting snow. There's been some rain and a little snow to the north, but not very much. This is the winter, and there's very little ice. And we get the Rotary Derby coming up in just over 2 weeks now. And hey, this is not making ice anywhere. In fact, the 15-day forecast from now on until the Derby, I'm seeing only 2 nights. This come Monday and Tuesday, it'll be in the teens. That will make any appreciable ice. The rest of the nights are all in their 20s and the days in the 30s. We are not going to make much more ice before the Derby. So luckily, the Derby is statewide. You can ice fish anywhere in the state. But hey, here's Hooksett Falls, Hooksett, New Hampshire, Sunday, January 26, 2024, and a New Hampshire that I have not known in the nearly 70 years I lived here. Well, 62. I moved here from northern Maine in 1962. So 60 plus years I have lived in New Hampshire, and most of it right up here, Allenstown, in the last 45 years in Epsom. A winter I have never seen in my life. An iceless or nearly iceless winter. Yeah, none of the rivers have frozen. Suncook River, Merrimack, they should be ice on our rivers. There is not. There is no ice this winter. And I happen to live on a very important snow machine trail that goes from the Massachusetts to northern New Hampshire. Because right by my house, there's not been a single snow machine go by this winter. A winter without snow machines in central and southern New Hampshire. Terrible impacts on our economy, and the price of making all that snow for the ski slopes, and here it is melting and flowing into the Merrimack. So a very different winter. Our climate has warmed considerably, and this is the warmest winter I have ever seen in my life. The warmest iceless winter that I've ever seen, the winter of 2024. Here it is, Hooksett Falls, Hooksett, New Hampshire, Sunday, January 26, 2024. Something to witness. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orr for what's wild in New Hampshire.